So Amazon FBA has become more competitive than ever, and there's a ton more products and other sellers out there, so it's going to be important that you know these three mistakes to avoid. So in this video, I want to share 3 of the most common mistakes I see new Amazon sellers make and how you can avoid them. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back those of you my subscribers. My name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller, mentor, and coach. Right here on my YouTube channel, I release weekly videos covering everything Amazon, e-commerce, and NFTs. If you enjoy those types of videos, do me a favor right now. Head on down and press subscribe. I can see each and every one of you who take just a minute to press subscribe, and I appreciate each of you. Also, give me a like on this video to help support my channel and bring you more helpful videos like this one. My job right here on this channel is to help educate, teach, impact as many lives as possible, sharing and documenting my journey of how I went from a struggling broke drug addict 8.5 years ago to building and running multiple 6-figure online businesses. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, I'm excited to share with you the top 3 mistakes that new sellers make. These are detrimental to your Amazon business because it means, going through all of the work and hassle of finding the product, finding a supplier, ordering custom samples, putting your efforts into differentiating the product and then launching it only to barely be making any sales, or you're making some sales, but all your profits are going to PPC. So let me break down these 3 mistakes. They're really, really important. So stay through the end because you want to learn numbers 1, 2, and 3. It'll be about a 10-minute video, so hang in there. All right, let's go over number 1. Number 1 is the most important, or one of the most important, which is the product you choose to sell, right? You've heard it time and time again. I've talked about it here on my channel, how important product research is. I had a question yesterday from one of my subscribers. Is it okay to outsource product research to somebody on Fiverr or Upwork? And the answer is definitely no. I've just never seen it work. Outsourcing to a VA or to a person on Fiverr, the product research part. You really should be doing product research yourself and finding and choosing which product to sell based off of, the strategies that I teach here on my channel, this product research checklist. The product meets most of it. I've just never seen it work really, really well because those people on Fiverr give those ideas to a ton other buyers or sellers. So those products become saturated super quickly. And that's really the main issue, outsourcing it. They become saturated really quickly. They're sharing it with dozens and dozens of other sellers so they can make money off of it. And they're using strategies that used to work. And I want to talk about that real quickly. Strategies that used to work. What does that mean? When I look at the Amazon FBA business model, when I started 2.5 years ago, what used to work is, based off the page 1 results. You could open up a product. You could look at just the reviews. Do some of the sellers have under 150 reviews? Are they making 300 or more sales? The price is good. It's not one brand dominating. All those things are important. But we used to just be able to do that and then make 1 or 2 things better. Like I add a little something on here. I change the packaging a little bit. I changed and offer it in a different color. And then that would be enough. But that rarely works anymore. It can work, but I would rather you guys do what I'm going to talk about here under step 1. So really when you're choosing the product, or mistake number 1. So choosing the product, mistake number 1 that I see is choosing a too competitive of a product. Too saturated, too many other sellers. So how do you actually check? Okay, Brian, I've got some ideas or I'm looking for products, but how do I ensure there's not a ton of other sellers? There's a couple of things I want you to look at. Number 1, I'm going to show you as an example this vanity tray, turntable vanity tray. Let's open this up. So once you get the product idea, go under all departments, type in the name of the product here, 2 or 3 words only, search it. The first thing I look at is right here in the top left. I like there to be 1,000 results or less to give me an idea, because around half this number is how many other sellers there are, because half the results will be other related products, right? These tiered ones and stuff. So there's roughly 500 products. So I like this to be 1,000 results or less. If you open up one of the main keywords, guys, and you see total results, 370, that's excellent. 700, that's good. Okay, that tells me right off the gate, there's not a ton of other sellers, but it just gives me an idea of roughly how many other sellers there are. So that's the first thing I want you to look at. Then number 2, as you run X-ray, we are going to want to look at the reviews, right? We want to look at the reviews. Do half of these sellers, let's pull the reviews over here next to the revenue, because those are the 2 most important. Revenue and review count. I need there to be half with around 300 or less on page 1. So don't sort this data. Let's just look right here. So we've got this one's under 300. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll count this. So yes, we do have roughly 5 or more with 300 reviews or less. But the problem here, guys, is are they all making $5,000 or more? No, this one's under. So there may not be enough demand here. Also, the total BSR is high. It's not 100,000 or less. And the total market revenue is not 350,000 or less. So there, guys, although the results, total results, 1,000 or less was good, and the review counts half have 300 or less reviews, I'm seeing some other holes with this product, including revenues not being so strong. Also, this InDesign seems to have multiple spots. So I'd be a little concerned, high BSR and price point. Don't sell a cheap price. I'm going to throw that one in there under number one, choosing the right product or too competitive a product. You don't want to have to compete with these low prices. So these are majoritively around $20 or under. I would not sell this product. I would have to sell the product for at least $29.99 or up. These ones under. There's several here under $20. I don't want to sell, and I don't want you to sell less than a $20 product. Try to aim for the $29.99 price point and up, or minimum $25. Okay, so that's the first thing. Choosing a too competitive a product. We looked at the review counts. We looked at the total results. And then I want you to do one other thing. To check total competition, copy one of these ASINs, or you can open up, the product listing and then click keywords. We're going to come into Helium 10. We're going to paste that ASIN in Cerebro. Click on Get Keywords, or just on the listing, click on Keywords right here, and that'll open up Cerebro. And I want you to look at the total competing products. Total competing products tells you how many other sellers are competing for that main keyword. So let's go down this keyword list. I've clicked on search volume to sort this high to low. Let's go down, and we're going to look at the main keyword, which is turntable vanity tray. Where are you? Well, vanity tray is close. But you can see here, guys, vanity tray has 6,000 competing products. That's a lot. Small vanity, no. So what I can do here is I can click on phrases containing vanity, comma, turntable, because that's really the seed or root keyword for this product. And then we'll have a more specific list. So bathroom vanity, vanity organizer, that's closer. You can see here, guys, 20,000 competing products is way too many. 6,000 is way too many. Let's see where turntable is, vanity tray for dresser, 10,000 competing products. So already, guys, I'm seeing too many competing products for this product. So what am I looking for? I would like there to be like 2 to 10 main keywords here that contain the seed or root keyword, vanity, tray, or turntable, that have around 2,000 or less competing products. That's what I'm looking for, 2 to 10 keywords with around 2,000 competing products or under. Okay, so that's how you're going to validate, guys. Is there too many other sellers? Is the product too saturated, too competitive? Looking at the total results, looking at the review counts and sellers on page 1, and then the main keywords, the competing products. Number 2, the second biggest mistake new sellers make or sellers make is photos. Not having really, really good photos and a really good listing that's optimized with keywords. I'm going to put both of those together as mistake number 2. Your listing images and your listing copy, including having the right keywords that you're going after. So let's talk about images. The main image, guys, super incredibly important. This is a really good image. They've got these extra bottles on top, so it's showing the product used. I really like that. It's got a high quality, high resolution that's zoomable. I like that. It takes up 85% of the space. I like that. And so I really like that. The second one here, this is really good. So you can see here, they've even got a little bit of greenery here, kind of for Q4. I like that. Really simple, kind of gray background. And then what I really like is this text. The text is easy to read. There's not too much of it. It's got a title, it's got a subtitle, and just 2 bullet points. That's very, very good. And it really kind of all matches. You can see their stars kind of match the subtitle text into your life. So these images are really good here. Again, shows some main selling features, an infographic image. This text up here is a little bit small and a little bit too cursive for me. I would go with this style text more, but they're matching, so that's good. Here, this gray background item is again here. I like that. This looks really good, showing the product being used. Another high quality image right here, showing the product being used. Another lifestyle image. So these images I give around a 9 out of 10. These are actually really good images. Both their infographic images are good. Their main image is good, showing the product with a few props is fine. It's a high quality zoomable image, and their infographics text are easy to read and understand and all match throughout, the color coordination throughout. Then guys, going after the right keywords. In your listing, you want to have your top 3 to 5 main keywords in here from left to right in your title. They've got an extra, not a space right here, so that's an error right there. Your title, other than that, is all right. But basically, guys, you want to go back to your keyword list and you want to target. So search volume, you would want to target these types of keywords, like in the roughly 500 to 30,000 or 500 search volume to 25,000 search volume. You'd want to go after this kind of range of keywords first, not the bigger ones. You'll go after those later, but target less competitive keywords down here with between 500 and 25,000 search volume. The top 3 to 5 would go in your title. Those 3 to 5 repeat in your bullet points. The next 5 to 10 go in your bullet points. The next 10 to 20 go on the back end of your listing in search terms and subject matter. And then the remaining can go down here in your description, okay? And then all of these will be tested in PPC. So listing is super important, guys. High quality images, infographic, lifestyle, main image, and then optimized title, bullets, and description. Finally, step number 3 is profit margins. Unfortunately, most sellers do not pay close enough attention to their profit margins. You need the product to have a minimum. Before I show you this sheet, let me go back and just run some profitability calculations on this product. So if I was selling this product for $24.99, you see that it's automatically populates the dimensions and size. Helium 10 is estimating it's $5 for this product. Change this to per kilogram. Right now it's roughly 1.9 or 1.8 per kilogram for fast sea shipping DDP. But let's look at the profit margins here. So let's say I'm selling a product for $24.99. From Alibaba Supplier, it cost me $5 per unit for the tray, for my logo on tray, for a box with my logo, for my insert card. Maybe I include some of these little bottles with it, empty perfume bottles for the customer to fill. Let's say all that cost me $5 and then 1.9 per kilo right now for fast sea shipping DDP, China to Amazon. You can see here I'm left with $6 profit per sale, 24.5% net margin, 78% ROI. I would not sell this product. These margins do not meet my minimum of $8 to $10 profit per sale or more, 30 to 40% net margin or more, and 100 to 115% ROI or more. So this product, if I got it for $4, still doesn't meet my criteria. Now, maybe you say, well, can you sell it for $29.99? If you add enough value, then your costs are going to go up. If you include some extra bottles or some other items, we're there now. So if I could sell the product for $29.99, it cost me $6 all in, and I spend $1.9 for sea shipping DDP. Now I'm making $9.38 profit, a 31% net margin, and 106% ROI. Those numbers would work, but you couldn't start out at this price. I would have to come in at that $24.99 price tag. So margins are going to be a little bit short on this one. And then this sheet that I want to show you. So the example profit and loss statement. Reach out to me if you guys need this, but this is where you want to keep track of all of your costs, your sales, discounts, promotions, Amazon reimbursements, your shipping, your Amazon fees per unit. This sheet here keeps track of everything. So I use a sheet like this for each one of my products and my businesses and my brands. And then also, guys, for the overall profitability of profit and loss for your business, you want to be using like QuickBooks system to do your bookkeeping, to make sure you're keeping track, really close track of your accounting. I don't want you to get too hung up on the accounting part. I outsource this, so I don't like doing spreadsheets and accounting, so I outsource this to somebody who is a CPA and a tax specialist, and they do all my business bookkeeping and stuff. But I do want you guys to really closely pay attention to both your profit margins and also your overall profit and loss statement for the business, and to really understand your numbers. So you'll learn this, as you start selling, as you start making revenue and getting payments from Amazon, this type of stuff you'll learn. But those guys are the top 3 mistakes I see new Amazon sellers make: selling a too competitive of a product with too much competition. It's too saturated. Not having really good images and a good quality listing that's optimized with the lower competitive, but still strong search volume keywords, longer tail keywords, highly relevant ones. And then finally, not understanding your profit margins, being able to charge enough price and make strong margins, and understanding how to keep track of your bookkeeping and accounting. That's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.